Hey guys, welcome to another video. Today we're gonna do the Ret PvP Q&A. As I promised last week on Thursday's video, I think. We gathered up some questions on the comment section and in Reddit and on the Discord and shit like that. So we're gonna do this shit. Now, if you enjoy this type of video, you let me know in the comments. We can maybe make a series out of this, like every Monday or so, have some Ret Paladin Q&A shit. You know, I would like that. If you enjoy that, just throw questions in the comments and we can carry on the tradition. But anyways, let's kick things off. So let's see, first question is from Franz Ferdinand on YouTube, and his name on Discord is Cathilla. He actually posted this question on Discord. We have talked about this, but I feel this should be in the video, so let's see. I was talking and arguing recently about Paladin talents. Some guy asked what's better, Consecration or Wake of Ashes. I said Wake is better because of the 5 holy power gain and you don't have to have enemies standing still. Well, I was called out a noob, and perhaps I am, but I can't imagine putting Consecration in arenas or even BGs to be a good source of damage. Am I wrong? Hell no, man. Wake of Ashes all the way. I mean, Consecration is good for PvE, for dungeons and shit like that. I believe it's slightly better than Wake of Ashes in terms of damage. But again, you're talking about dungeons when mobs could stay 6 or 7 seconds in that spot before shit pops on the ground or the tank pulls them away. But in arenas, especially, like what does arena PvP mean, man? It's you know, a lot of moving around, positioning, cooldown management, you know, a lot of dynamic gameplay. Does that translate to Consecration? I mean, fuck no. And Wake of Ashes has the utility component to it as well. I mean, apart from having, you know, instant good damage, you have 5 holy powers, as he said, 5 holy powers generated. You have the 50% slow. Plus, against warlocks and DKs, it's really good because it stuns their pet. So I use it 100%. I think you should use it as well in arenas. Maybe in BGs you can use Consecration. I mean, if you're gonna have a big ass team fight and everybody's like Mongo milling around and shit like that, it would work for sure over there. But personally, I would take Wake of Ashes for that scenario as well. So yeah, man, thank you for the question. Keep them coming. Now let's see the next question, which is from Yardi. He posted it on Reddit. Great vid, man. Thank you. Question for the Q&A. How do you feel about red mobility? Mobility, man. Does the lack of it hold them back in PvP, or is it perfectly manageable due to your slows and stunts? Well, mobility, I believe it's fucked up still. And this is, I think, close to what Blizzard's fantasy is about Ret Paladin since Legion moving forward. I mean, really slow, but really hard hitting. And we do have a lot of damage once connecting. Do I think it's holding us back? You know, the lack of mobility? Not necessarily, not currently. Because right now, Ret Paladins are kind of broken. I'll be the first to say that it's like OP shit. Now, if you're gonna face a decent mage, like a decent caster, a decent mage, a decent, I don't know, boomkin, elemental shaman, shit like that, it's gonna be really hard, close to impossible to connect with those. But if you do connect, the damage is retardulous. Now, if in the first PvP season of BFA, the meta will be more or less like it was in Legion, like more melee heavy, more melee focused, that would be cool, because in that case, Ret Paladins will be top tier. If we're gonna have World of Wizardcraft like we used to do, no chance. Maybe average to not showing up most of the times, because yeah, mobility is a problem. I personally don't like the fact that we're slow as fuck. I would be okay with nerfing the damage, giving us back Long Arm of the Law and Emancipate. You know, I say this in all of the comments, man. Hey, nerf it, nerf the damage, 10%, 15%, it's okay. But give us some mobility. If not, you know, I don't know. But no, it's not holding us back, not currently. We'll just have to see up until the first PvP season launches. But thanks a lot for the question, Yardi. Keep them coming. And next question from Ariella Plays. Nice video, thanks. Also, will you play Horde or Alliance? Well, I think everybody knows by now that me, Marcelian, I'm a main Alliance player. Flame, on the other hand, Flame is my partner here on the YouTube channel. You know, we're 2 people out on the YouTube channel. He plays Horde. He's Horde to the blood. So we're gonna have a lot of Horde content coming as well. But to be fair, I do have some Horde characters as well. I'm gonna do mainly Alliance for the first PvP season in BFA, and then I will start making characters on the Horde side as well. So I have my mains like my Ret and my Rogue on Alliance. I'll keep to that. I'll make those level 120, keep to Alliance, and then after the first PvP season ends, I will create some for the Horde as well. So I hope that answers your questions. Thank you very much for it. Keep them coming. Let's see who's next. Avo TM. Good video, Marcelian. Thanks for the content. You betcha. The damage and heal numbers seem pretty broken, so I expect some rebalancing there. Yep. Nevertheless, how do you feel about the new Ret compared to live version? You seem to have a blast playing it in your videos. I do, man. I have a blast playing it on live as well. It's a fun class to play, and I've been playing Ret since like forever. It's my main class. I played it to the dark times and to the good times. But how is it compared to live version? It feels better, man. It feels better in the sense that it's more tanky. You know, it doesn't die as fast. A lot of people are, you know, talking about paladins or complaining about paladins on live that they're really tanking, and I even talked with Savix about this as well. If you're playing arenas from like 2k plus, you're gonna understand how squishy Reds are and how everybody goes for your ass and how hard it is to maintain and, you know, keep playing at those levels, because everybody comes for you because they're squishy. Now on BFA they're not as squishy, and this is due to the fact of the World of Glory talent. I don't know if they changed something on the stat templates as well. We got some good Azurite gear traits helping with that also. Well, that will be for another video. Overall, if you look at it from like a plane point of view, an airplane point of view, it seems more or less the same. They haven't changed, you know, dramatically that much. But it does feel better because it does more damage and it heals more. So yeah, I am having a blast with him. Thank you for the question, dog. Okay, let's see who's next. Kova Redro. Props to this guy, man. He's quite active on the channel. Don't you think I haven't noticed, man? Thanks a lot, you know. Let's see the question. How effective are Seraphim's Blessing and Holy Ritual for heals? I know this is like the super healing build for Paladins on the beta. A lot of people try this. I tried it myself, and it does work, man. It's effective in the sense that you almost never die. The problem with it is, at least for me, I don't think we need super healing, to be honest. I really don't. We're fine as we are with the standard World of Glory. I prefer to go for a build that it's much more sustained, more constant. So whatever I connect, I do pressure, and this is why I never take this. Because if I would take this, I would basically sacrifice some damage and some movement speed. I mean, I would lay off Hammer of Reckoning and probably Law and Order. So I have seen it. It works. I'm just not a fan of it. How strong is Lawbringer's damage, and is it worth it? It's good. I mean, it's not strong in that sense, but it's really good. And I have a couple of videos, maybe I'm gonna put it like while we're having the talk in the background, where Lawbringer kills off, you know, with the dot people that are below 10% HP or shit like that. It works there overall. And it's also good for rogues and shit, you know, preventing them to go into stealth. So it's worth it. I always play with Lawbringer. Does Hammer of Reckoning and World of Glory make for a good combo? Oh, hell yeah, man. This is what I play. This is what I do. It's like 90% of the cases, if you see in my videos, if shit is really fucked up, then I use my Hammer of Reckoning first, then a World of Glory, because you get that 3-second wings. It's beautiful. So it works as a combo for sure. Definitely, this is part of my build actually, and I use this since like the main BFA beta. And I use it in arenas as well, in duels. It's marvelous. Definitely a good combo. Thanks a lot for the questions, Kova Redro, and keep them comments flowing. Right, let's move along. Next one is from Orion Trolls for the win too. How does instance PvP compare to war mode? Well, there are different beasts, obviously. I mean, war mode is more chaotic, you know, more fun, let's say, more relaxed and shit like that. As instance PvP, like arenas and rated BGs, this is, you know, more, it implies more strategy, more awareness and shit like that. Now, not to downgrade war mode or instance PvP, but it's just different. I love, you know, the fact that through war mode, you can engage into really awesome world PvP, and I see it as the resurgence of world PvP. Because think about it like this: you get 4 friends, you make a five-man party, and you just, you know, it's sandbox in a way, because you can set objectives for yourselves. Hey man, today we're gonna go into the Valkyria zone and kill all the Horde there, or today we're gonna get, all of us, we're gonna get the Horde Slayer title, or whatever. And Horde will catch up onto that, and they'll make a party, and you'll start meeting up and having huge fights over there. And eventually I can see this shit blowing up, and like people making raid groups and shit, and invading zones and all of that. So plus the fact that this would happen because they have really good incentives for it as well. Now, as far as instance PvP, I mean, in war mode and duels in general, you tend to practice a lot, you know, your rotations abilities. You maybe get to learn a little bit more about other classes and shit like that. You take that knowledge, you go into instance PvP, and it's a thing of beauty. Now, instance PvP obviously requires, you know, strategy, synergy, you know, a bit more communication and shit like that. Both modes are really great. And I gotta say, up until now, until BFA, instance PvP was more or less the place you go to if you're a PvPer in endgame, as an in-game content. Now there's also war mode, which adds to the flavor of it, so I'm more than happy to it. Hope this answered your question. I hope I didn't over-answer it, but thanks for the question, dog. Keep them coming. Alright, so the last question from Hendras Sudibro. Hammer of Rat helps a lot against casters, but we are still pillared in arenas and BGs. Okay, yeah. Blizzard hasn't fixed Ret Paladin mobility. Man, I don't think they're gonna fix it, man. As I said previously, I think this is their philosophy. They're not gonna give up on it. Maybe they're gonna nerf the damage a little bit, but they're gonna keep it slow as fuck. Now, when talking about Hammer of Rat good against casters, I mean, I don't see it as good because I don't feel it does the damage it should do. Blade of Rat is a ranged ability as well. I mean, when we're talking that row of talents, I always pick Blade of Rat because it's sort of like the same thing. It's good against casters as well. While Hammer of Rat should play the part of some sort of execute ability, right? I mean, you can use it on targets that are below 20% HP and during Avenging Rat, okay. But it does feel, I mean, it should feel like an execute ability. The damage it does, not really happening. I'm sorry, I've tried it multiple times, it just doesn't add up. I still roll with Blade of Rat, and Blade of Rat talent is also good against casters because it's range. So yeah, thank you for the question, man. Well, these are all the questions, man. If you guys want to do more of this, just let me know in the comments. I mean, you let me know in the comments by throwing even more questions in, okay? And I'm just gonna like heart every comment. That would mean that there will be another video with your questions. This is how you can get involved into the videos, have your name showing up. That's fun. And we can make it like more interactive. But anyways, thank you so much for all the questions, and thank you for watching. Tomorrow we're gonna have some new assassination PvP thingy, RMP, with proper players, and on Wednesday we're gonna have some Ret Paladin PvP as well, 3v3 arena with solid players and solid team. Peace!